Have you ever wondered why some conversations leave you feeling misunderstood or disconnected from your partner? Today, we're going to explore the intricate art of healthy communication in relationships. We'll delve into why it's so important and how it can bridge the gap between misunderstanding and clarity. We'll also debunk some common misconceptions that often get in the way of genuine interaction. So buckle up as we challenge the myths and misconceptions about healthy communication. To debunk the misconceptions, we first need to understand what healthy communication truly means. At its core, healthy communication is open, respectful, and constructive dialogue. It's about speaking and listening with equal importance. When we communicate healthily, we express our thoughts, feelings, and needs in a way that's honest yet considerate. We're not just talking, we're sharing parts of our inner world, our hopes, our fears, our dreams. But it's not just about expressing ourselves. It's also about actively listening to our partner, understanding their perspective, and validating their feelings. It's about creating a safe space where both partners feel heard, understood, and respected. This give and take, this balance, is the essence of healthy communication. It's the foundation upon which strong and lasting connections are built. Having defined healthy communication, we can now move on to the misconceptions. Misconception number 1. Avoiding conflict means healthy communication. It's easy to think that if we're not fighting, we must be communicating well, but this isn't necessarily the case. Avoiding conflict can sometimes mean we're sweeping issues under the rug, leading to a buildup of resentment over time. It's like a pressure cooker. If you keep it sealed, the pressure continues to rise until it can't be contained anymore. Instead, healthy communication involves addressing disagreements constructively, expressing your feelings respectfully, and finding common ground. Now, let's move on to the second misconception. Always being agreeable is a sign of healthy communication. This one is tricky because yes, compromise plays a crucial role in any relationship, but always agreeing with your partner or suppressing your own thoughts and feelings to avoid disagreements is not healthy. It's important to remember that it's okay to have differing opinions. What matters is how we express those differences and navigate through them. Imagine a dance where both partners move in harmony, yet each has their own steps. They're not always moving in the same direction, but they're in tune with each other, respecting each other's pace and space. That's what healthy communication looks like in a relationship. It's about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and boundaries, even if they differ from your partner's, and being open to understanding their perspective as well. It's about finding a balance between asserting your individuality and maintaining unity as a couple. So avoiding conflict and always agreeing are not necessarily signs of healthy communication. Instead, it's about engaging in open, respectful dialogue, expressing your feelings and needs, and actively listening to your partner. It's about knowing when to assert yourself and when to compromise, when to speak and when to listen. And most importantly, it's about creating a safe space where both you and your partner can be your authentic selves, without fear of judgment or rejection. Moving on to misconception number 3. Mind reading is a sign of healthy communication. Now, wouldn't it be wonderful if our partners could magically interpret our thoughts and feelings? However, in reality, this expectation can lead to confusion, misunderstandings, and frustration. It's simply not fair or realistic to expect your partner to decipher what's going on in your mind without clear and direct communication. Remember, we're not in a fantasy world where telepathy exists. It's essential to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs openly and honestly to ensure mutual understanding and prevent miscommunication. Now, let's tackle misconception number 4, the idea that quantity trumps quality in communication. This misconception promotes the belief that the more you communicate, the healthier the relationship. However, it's not about how much you talk, but rather how effectively you communicate. Constant chatter won't necessarily lead to meaningful conversations. It's not the quantity, but the quality of your interactions that truly matters. Think about it. Would you rather have a day filled with shallow, unfulfilling conversations, or a shorter, more meaningful dialogue that fosters deeper understanding and emotional connection? It's about being present, listening attentively, and truly understanding each other. It's about fostering that emotional connection that goes beyond mere words. So let's debunk this misconception once and for all. Quality communication involves expressing your needs, listening to your partner's perspective, understanding their feelings, and validating their experiences. It's about creating a safe and supportive space for open dialogue, rather than just filling the silence with words. Remember, mind reading isn't healthy communication, and quality always trumps quantity. It's about being clear, explicit, and respectful in your communication. It's about understanding and validating each other's experiences. And above all, it's about fostering a deep emotional connection that goes beyond words. So the next time you find yourself falling into these misconceptions, take a step back and remember, clear is kind, and quality always trumps quantity. Finally, misconception number 5. Always speaking your mind equals healthy communication. Now this might seem counterintuitive at first, right? After all, we've been emphasizing the importance of openness and honesty. But let's shed some light on this. It's not about suppressing your thoughts or feelings. Rather, it's about the manner, timing, and tone in which you express them. Imagine, you've had a long day, you're exhausted, and your partner unintentionally does something that annoys you. You might feel the urge to immediately voice out your frustration. But in such a moment, might your words come out harsher than intended? Might the exhaustion color your tone, making it sound more critical than you mean it to be? And might the timing when both of you are tired make the conversation more volatile? This is why always speaking your mind doesn't necessarily equate to healthy communication. It's not just about what you say, but also how you say it, when you say it, and the intentions behind your words. It's about being considerate of your partner's feelings, about choosing the right time to express your thoughts, and about delivering your message in a respectful and empathetic way. It's about striking a balance between honesty and tactfulness. So while it's crucial to express your thoughts and feelings, remember the old saying, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Honesty is crucial, but the way we communicate our thoughts makes all the difference. As we've debunked these misconceptions, it's clear that balance is key in healthy communication. This balance is not a static point, but a dynamic equilibrium that we constantly strive for. It's the golden mean between being assertive and respectful, honest and tactful, open and empathetic. Think of it as a tightrope walker. She doesn't merely stand still at the center of the rope. She continually adjusts her position to maintain her balance. Similarly, in the realm of communication, we must continually adjust our approach to maintain that essential balance. Being assertive, for instance, is about expressing your needs and boundaries clearly and confidently. Yet, it's equally important to do so with respect for the other person's feelings and perspectives. Respect doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say or do. It means acknowledging their right to their own opinions and feelings, even when they differ from your own. Honesty, too, has its counterbalance intact. Yes, it's important to be truthful, to express what's in your heart and mind, but it's equally important to deliver your message in a way that's considerate and constructive, not destructive. The way we phrase our thoughts, the tone we use, the timing of our words, all these can significantly influence how our message is received. Finally, being open is about sharing your thoughts, feelings, and experiences freely. Yet it's equally important to be empathetic, to put yourself in the other person's shoes and try to understand their perspective. Empathy doesn't mean you have to accept or agree with everything they say or do. It's about understanding where they're coming from, even if you don't necessarily agree with their viewpoint. In the end, this balance in communication is not about perfection. It's about striving for understanding, respect, and empathy. It's about building bridges, not walls, between ourselves and others. It's about fostering a deeper, more authentic connection. By challenging these misconceptions, we can cultivate more authentic and fulfilling connections with our partners. We've covered a lot today, and I hope it's been enlightening. We've explored 5 common misconceptions about healthy communication, each one offering a fresh perspective on how we can better connect with our partners. From understanding that conflict avoidance isn't necessarily an indicator of good communication, to appreciating that being agreeable all the time can actually stifle open dialogue. We've learned that expecting our partners to be mind readers isn't fair or productive, and that the quality of our communication matters more than the quantity. We've also discovered that while speaking our mind is important, the way we express ourselves can significantly influence the outcome of our conversations. By debunking these misconceptions, we pave the way for more open, honest, and respectful dialogue in our relationships. Remember, healthy communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. Let's continue to challenge misconceptions and strive for authenticity in our connections. Until next time, Relationship Revelation Facts family.